Alright, it's fine. I'm sure what I'm doing in my life. That's how I should start my every video. I'm just not sure. Oh wait, this one will be a little bit in the way. Here we go, much better. So, last time, what we did last time, we painted a new brand of paint. We painted that one. We painted with big armor. Back then, actually yesterday, I had a few mixed feelings about ammo, since it is go for airbrush, I think, and brushes. Yeah, brush and airbrush. And usually, under the life rules, everything which is universal is actually good for nothing. It's a little bit harsh for reality, but it is how it is. So this paint, for me, it gives a nice color. It is giving a nice color, but it's hard to apply with the brushes. So hard to apply with brushes, it is I don't know if you can see properly every strokes. There are some imperfections, as you can see. It's difficult to work with brushes and this kind of paint. Well, I have do much more better justice, and on top of that, it's fourth layer. The third layer wasn't satisfying enough for myself, and I did everything again, repainted. And here we have a head. It had turned out a little bit better. The main problem with this, why I probably will stop using the armor paint for a brushing technique, is because it turns out a little bit glossy. I don't know why. Nowhere on box or on bottles there are no indication about being glossy at all. Half glossy? I don't know. Let's check and see like that. Acrylic color. Alright, fine. Air and airbrush. No, nothing. And since we are basically, where are you going? Since we basically finished the all white parts, shaking today. All white parts, those turn out a purple. I should be proceeding and making other parts of the model, but red, blue, yellow, those won't take long. I think I will cover this in the next video. Maybe I will start doing something today, but probably not, because I don't have skewers, those sticks with tiny crocodiles to keep my parts together. I used every each I had at the moment, and now those preoccupied with the purple parts. But oh yes, and one more thing. Hi Natalie, how are you doing? I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly, because who knows, I don't know. I'm doing, as you can see, I'm suffering, I'm torturing myself again. And yeah, and that's point. Where are we? Stop. We will add some additional color, small touch-ups. So small touch-ups to our existing parts. Not everywhere. Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't know. Nice to meet you. My name's August, by the way. As you can see there, knee armor. And Chris, it is a very unusual name, because I thought you are Italian. Alright, it's fine, it's okay. And we have some. I just forgot what I wanted to say. Nice to meet you. Yeah, always a pleasure. Don't forget about it. We have some small areas on knee and some other parts. I will try to paint a little bit add some a little bit of different color. I forgot to bring the paper towels. Fine, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to have a phone in name. As long as you like your name, it's fine. It's okay. So problem with armor paint. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh wow. No, it's fine. I am strong enough. It's too liquidy. Oh yeah. I dropped a few droplets, but I don't know. Mixed feelings. Different colors works different. Where's my... It's difficult. Oh no. Did something fall? No, nothing. It's alright. Looks... Gray actually looks like a decent paint. The violet somehow were very runny. Very runny, like my nose in autumn or early spring. Very runny. Let's take a little bit, a tiny bit of paint on the tip of the brush. It looks like you're right. It looks like you're... I probably will be trying to dispose of this paint now. And we'll try to cover this area. Nah, gray goes so far. Normally. Add some details here. I'm not sure. No, it's too runny. Yeah, paint is too runny. It goes all over the edges. What a shame, what a shame. I'll just prolong my suffering. Oh no. Yeah. The good point, you don't have to thin this paint. The bad point. 4, actually 4. This morning I checked and third layer wasn't very satisfying, so I decided to go with the 4th one. It's not perfect, by the way. It's not perfect. I'll show you at a moment, after a second. Just give me a little bit of time. But it's glossy. The problem is I don't like a glossy finish. I like the matte. Simple matte, dry. And this one is a little bit too glossy in my opinion. See? Shines. What the hell? Yeah, 4. I was surprised myself. 4. Usually with Vallejo, you go for a 3. Sometimes with darker colors, you go for 2 layers, and that's kind of cool. I like that. But Mick, well, I wanted to try, so I brought it on myself. You know, your personal experience is what makes you a little bit better builder, right? You can't trust anyone except yourself. Well, let's try to paint. I'm actually very thankful to you and glad you joined. I'm kinda start to lose myself. I like, you know, making videos and blabbering to myself. It's a little bit odd, but since I was doing these videos solely for myself, like a video diary. Yeah, that's right. Because you have to try. You can't believe everything that people say. Some people go with a different opinion. So I want to show you our 4th layer on the leg. At some point, it's even. Nice, even, smooth. But some points aren't covered or settled down evenly. Yeah, I'll be adding a top coat. I think I have a little bit left from my industrial top coat for acrylic paint somewhere. I will be adding that one on top of the paint. Then I will add some panel lines and probably some decals. Okay. So I'm painting a little bit of exterior parts. It's difficult to catch on this angle. My desk lamp is a little bit different position than usually is, but I will do my best. I'm not giving up. I'm making this project on the very end. Okay, did I remove the gloss? Use my color spray. I could do that. Actually, I could do that. That's an option, but you know, when you buy something which is supposed to work in the way you planned to, and it didn't turn out as you wanted to, it ends up like you were paying for something you never wanted to buy. Ah, a little bit paint leaked off. The paint's leaking off. It's fine. I'll fix it later. You know how it goes when you're buying. I don't know if you had an experience in your behalf when you buying an older high grade, the older 144 scale grade, and it's usually in most cases isn't in a correct color because I don't know, the old manufacturing thing wasn't specifically focused on having a proper source coloring, and plastics were not either a different shade or just to clear enough clear. And when it's not clear or different shade, you are somehow aware about that and somehow prepared. It's just only up to if you want to invest your time and money to make it look good. And in this case, when you buy acrylic paint and there is no information which you could say it's semi-gloss, semi-matte, you somehow do not prepare your brain for that kind of psychology. It's fine, it's fine. It will be not glossy when I finish it. It will be matte. Matte. And as smooth as possible. Let's try to cover that area a little bit. Okay. So how about you? Have you started to work on some model recently? Something new? Some new projects? Your new diorama? Dio? I have a lot of questions actually. I'm very, very curious and highly interested in a way of Italian builders, Italian modelers. How are they doing in Italy? Vintage kits are fine as long as you're using them for a painting practice, remodeling practice. But at some point, some vintage kits are overrated. I see a lot this kind of fashion thing when people are very proud, are very somehow I don't know, hyped about having, building, and adding to their backlogs old vintage kits because some of them aren't accurate to an actual model. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. You know, this type of exhibitions, events, are quite some achievements actually in a personal life. So I'm really glad for you. Awesome. Cool. Let me know when you do that because I'm very curious. At the point, I'm super curious. Okay. And this here. I'm curious about those exhibitions because here you won't see anything like that. You're welcome. You're always welcome. You don't have to thank me. You won't see anything like that. Any exhibitions, any even colleague builder here. No. It's a big no. No pop culture at all. Maybe at some point, maybe somewhere is located someone like me. I don't know. Someone with same interests, hobby. I'm not aware of, but that's a different story because there is no one who will be locating anyone or looking for, because I don't know how in Italy people probably gathering in those exhibition museums have a share of experience of thoughts, but here you don't have this stuff. It's kind of a luxury at a certain point. Yes, about I had in mind if you have any, for example, friends, people who are sharing the same hobby. It's not necessary to be involved in a club activity or belong to some enclosed cult. I have sometimes problem to picking up proper words, so don't mind my long pauses. It's not people's fault actually. It's fault. I think of how to put this. It's fault of circumstances. The circumstances at blame. If you know what it is to live in a post-Soviet Union country, you more or less might imagine how poorly pop culture is handled here. Even anime isn't so much populated in here. People at best know only Dragon Balls and maybe Naruto. Which is just a little bit of Japanese pop culture. Pop culture. Alright, so we are detailing up this little boy. Of course, there will be a difference. Poland is quite independent country, and they are pretty strong in many ways. Economy. I bet the pop culture is also strong there. By the way, you mentioned 90s. Is there possible that you are older than me? Somehow I'm dubbed that. Sorry, but I'm somehow dubbed this. By the way, how's your doggo doing? Hmm? Actually, up until all this pandemic, I was no in better situation than you. I'm 58, so you are older than me. Sorry about that. Why should I be sorry about that? It's good to know. I'm only 45. And yes, about where we start. I don't remember where we stopped now. Clean and brush for now. Yes. About situation when you're getting all better exotic model kits. I was in no better situation than you are, because I think in Italy is a way better opportunity to get something you really want, you really need, or you are very difficult to approach to market. Because I'm getting this a lot. Thank you. Because there is no any local market here. All you do is just order it online. You go in Hobby Japan, Hobby Search, eBay, at some point at Amazon, and at some point if you find someone who sells on eBay, and usually they have their own private stores which are linked to Facebook or to Twitter. I do not use Twitter, I mean Facebook. I do not use Facebook because Facebook failed me horribly. They deleted my account, so Zuckerman can have my account if he want to. I don't care. Thank you very much. And so when you establish some, I don't know, some connections, establish some connections with some sellers who are just in for selling goods from Japan to a worldwide, you might get lucky and get something you really wanted and desired for a long time, like I did. I got some rare models, and I think I have few of them built before in my possession right now. Someone give me a second. Oh, here we go. And you can get your hands on such beautiful model. That's a blast impulse from a Gundam Seed, and I've failed to manage it. It's a little bit dusty. And this one is a very nice cool model, because it has this cool weapon attachments, the beam javelin and backpack. Cool backpack, of course, which doesn't come in standard original, released by Bandai and many years ago. Recently, whatever they are doing, I don't know. The premium Bandai policy is always wear nonsense, a huge nonsense to me. This one is beautiful. I'll show you something. One of my most prettiest models. Of course, again from premium Bandai. This is waterproof Gundam. It's cool design. It's a cool build. I really enjoy that model, and very good color separation actually. And again, I'm not very good father to my children. They are dusty. Alright, it's okay. I will be a little bit here busy, but it's okay. Thanks for dropping in. And where I stopped thinking and chatting, I need to proceed and check the final touches on my purple parts, because I don't want to come back and do anything I new. Alright, so some gray here. Okay. And that's not really okay. Okay. Proceeding strong. This video won't take long anymore, because I almost did everything I wanted to do, and this, it's too watery, too liquidy for me, for my needs. A little bit. Let's take a little bit of that. And fix every gray paint we had over the edges here and there. That's right. That's right. Exactly. I mentioned before, I will go and after several hours, we'll code this one. I'll top code this one with what? Industrial top code for acrylics. And we'll see how it will turn out. It will turn out normal. That's how it will turn out. And yeah. Alright. What do we have here? Almost nothing to fix except this tip. Nice shade of purple, but too much trouble for that. I don't know. I'm not planning to use purple dose paint in the future. I will use Vallejo. Alright. We are removing excess. How much left to end all this video? I don't know. Panel lining and some decals comes after the top coat, which just makes things a lot easier. If only paint would stay sturdy for longer, but that's impossible. You need to top coat everything. Here we go. I like it when everything goes according to plan. When I have enough of supplies, I never run out of anything. Paint, top coat, everything else. But such a life. Sometimes, most of the time, everything do not go according to plan. Do not go, my friends. Do not go. Proper planning is a good thing, but it doesn't work all the time. And here is not enough of gray on the edges. I see a line. I see a purple bursting through violet surfaces. Violet or purple? No, I see gray bursting through a purple. Oh, we have to remove this one. Yeah, it's not bad. It just needs another layer of gray, which we're going to do soon enough. I don't have many parts to add some color on it, so I will be. This one turns out a little bit ugly. Some, I don't know, some imperfections, I don't know. It's probably because of the paint. I will blame the paint now. It's paint fault, not mine. I'm doing fine. I'm good. I'm a good builder. I'm a good painter. Yeah, good painter. I need to figure out how to handle my models after building and painting them full because I'm getting all dusty. we've done with our purple ammo. Purple ammo. Do I plan to use all the paint until they run out and I will have only an empty bottle so I can throw them away? No, I do not. I finished this project and I will probably give away my paint to somebody else who needs them more than me. Oh, this shows nice. This shows like you can a panel line your just build model out of the box with the markers. Does that say the markers or doesn't? Using an open to paint the molds panel lines. A pen. Do not promote markers. They do not promote any markers, any other products. They do promote those codes. You can scan. They promote those two models. Two models for high grade line. Standard Gunpla series. We have too many Zakos too. How much can tell you? We promoting Vegeta and his brother Piccolo as well here, and that I know this one. I know this is Dormon, and this one is Pepsi Man. Yeah, that's right. That's a Pepsi Man. Ah, you see, not so old, huh? Not too shabby. I can tell you. I have some kicks and very ugly picture of the RX-78-2. What is Gundam? What is the article about? What is a Gunpla? You know, the Antigrid is a perfect introduction for our new players, new builders. Perfect. It's a perfect. It does not require stickers. It does not require painting, if you are not picky enough like me. It does not require any stickers, and it doesn't... it requires a minimum of tools. If you don't want to make your model and make it look like some disfigured hedgehog with sticking out nub marks everywhere, but that's up to you. That's up to you. But it's a perfect start for people who are trying to get into Gunpla, because older lines like no grid lines from 144 scale. 144, yeah, 144 scale is ugly mess. It's ugly mess, I can tell you. There are a few models I want to build, few models I wanted to improve, but those are ugly mess. And for example, I can tell you that no grades from seed line, exactly from seed line, have a hollow parts, have no joint. Those joints are pretty good for a no grade, for an entry grade, for a beginner grade. I would call this is not an entry grade. I would call this a beginner grade, but who cares? And those are perfect for beginners, super perfect. Of course, this is a little bit deceiving, because misconceptions improve your builds and go forward above the entry grade, and if you will be accurate enough and know what is above entry grade, it's probably a high grade in my opinion. And those are not easy to deal. Even real grades are a little bit easier to deal. And when people will hit a high grade with tons of stickers and tons of seam lines, they will try thinking a little bit differently. Maybe they will get discouraged. I don't know. Would I get discouraged? No. Another strange thing about ammo paint, those dry out very quickly. I have a little bit of paint left. I'll try to apply to fixing the parts I've already applied. Just in case. Check out how those stick on it, and I probably will end my blubbering for now. For tonight. It's night here. Are you ready to go to bed? No, you don't. Alright, it's okay. And I have a bad feeling about this quick drying type now. Vallejo is fine, don't get me wrong. Those drying normally evenly and you always see imperfections you made, but these ones are a little bit odd in my opinion. Dries in some strange I have no words how to describe it. In strange curves. I don't know. So, alright. I think I will end here because I have a lot of tower paint left. Alright, so we have a shield, interior shield, the inside part, because outside part will be covered with armor, different armor part. And I think I will use this opportunity and try to paint with leftover a little bit parts here and there. So we will have a nice fully colored interior for our shield. Yeah. Probably don't know something about armor, but so far I'm not impressed at all. We'll continue working with Vallejo? Yeah, most likely yes. And if you are ever wondered why people do not, why, okay, why do I personally do not use a spray cans? Those are available. Those are available. I can buy them. I can order them actually, not buy directly, but order them from a line store. Those are a hell of expensive. First off, no matter the brand, it's probably shipping is very high. That's why. And second off, the most important part, I'm not satisfied by a finish. It's not always even. It's not always works as it's supposed to work. And spray cans do not justify fully final build. It's hard to work with those pens. So no can for me. Maybe only a primer. I have a Vallejo primer which was applied by brushes, but it's kinda mess and difficult to work with because it's almost basically a paint with low pigmentation, which applies very similar to a first layer of paint I applied on exactly the same model I'm painting right now. Actually, I'm very curious. I would like to check durability, but I don't want to scratch anything. So I'm not sure about that. I can't tell if this paint is very durable. Yeah, something like that. About second layer, I don't feel for it. I try to just do a lazy job because this part of the shield will be less visible, almost invisible, because it will be covered by a wall model in progress. She will be standing on the shelves next to all other models and will covering the dust as all the models do, except those who are locked in a glass cabinet, which are not many, which are example of me being a fucking idiot. Why? Because I have my models, many built models, painted built models, standing on open areas in my rooms, and those are harvesting dust horribly, and I could have replaced the models I built before, which are just bare plastic and stickers, with those I painted, but I didn't. I don't know why. Probably because I'm a fucking idiot, that's why. But what can you do? Nothing much. What you can do, what you gonna do, nothing you can do, that's how you do. Alright, so we removing this paint, removing that, what's that? And so far I have checked two colors. I checked gray and checked your purple, this purple. And I have to say, that's not a purple. That's purple, that's not a purple. This one purple. And where's my gray? That's a dark gray. Well, that's not dark gray, that's... here we go. No, it's... What am I doing? Ah, here we go. I found it. And here's the alternative I have. So, I wanted to try something new, something more easier to available for me. I bought a set of MIG and tried to paint it, and I am slightly disappointed because those in the right palm of my hand are way better. I love them. They will allow us natural leader in this case. Don't get me wrong, you can make those work, you just need to add more effort, which, you know, painting with paint brushes already is a challenge. I don't say the airbrush do our life much more easier, it just maybe saves you a lot of time. You can work easier over the mistakes with the imperfections, but those requires attention and patience. It's not easily to come up with people like me because I'm very impatient. Second option after Vallejo, which I can suggest for people who are wondering what is available, would be Citadel brand paint. The only thing I don't like is the containers. The containers are comes in those strange chunky little containers. It might be a bigger one like this one I bought for a solar color, and those are somehow not very easy to use because you have to open always. And how does open like that? I don't like that because you need I measure some amount of paint to add to your steering bowl like there and stir with other paints or a little bit diluted. But those works nice. And good. I don't know expiration date of those paints. Oh, it's 2014, but probably expiration date is still valid. Comes with a cool box. What can be cool with that? A bigger box of the same kind. That would be. And you basically can paint your miniatures figures like this one. I'm used to Vallejo on this one. This one's a cool one. I have another one. The friend gave me two figures. Those are die-cast, complete die-cast metal. And I painted this nicely, and I'm very impressed with things I can do sometimes. Sometimes I get lucky and I finish something in a really good result. Also, I bought several years ago and haven't checked those. Those are Ackerson by Mr. Hobby, Japanese brand. I also gathering dust on my shelf for a longer time. I wonder if they not dry out. Very inky and very smelly, by the way. Wow! Is that really acrylic? By the way, this comes in support with accretion solvent for diluting the paint. Water-based color, basically acrylic. A big huge container because there wasn't on sale any small containers. And one day, someday, I will try this paint as well, but since I have only light blue and olive green, I don't think I will go very far. Light blue, yeah, I guessed right. And this one, lime green. Very far, with only two colors. Oh, what else to finalize this video? And yes, second step. I forgot about second step. Getting sun out. Oh, and unnecessary. Forgetful. I am. Alright, so we have different color separated parts. We'll go for a yellow, will be different color. Those will be not yellow. I know how it turns out on the white plastic, probably good. Then we go for a blue. Blue also will be a different color. Surprise, surprise, you never guess which one. And red. Red also will be a different color, so we'll have a completely repainted entry grade. First in a while? No, I have recently painted another one model. I just don't have it right now. It was a heavy gun, if you were very curious about this. It is a 1/100 scale, now retro formula, 91 old models. I think I have somewhere box I will show you. Yeah, and that one I don't want to brag about, and I'm just lazy. And that one was a really good challenge and was painted completely only by brushes and Vallejo paints, not those one. Those are grayed down compared to Vallejo. This video got a little bit shorter, but no less tedious. I'm glad my friend was managed to drop in and stay with me for a little bit longer, but he had a business to attend, so that's fine. I'm completely thankful, and I think I'll stop right now. And next step, which I will proceed with those painted parts, purple parts, will be a top coating, as I mentioned before, and then I will go with all other parts. First in yellow, red, and blue. Those will be painted separately, and I think I will cover every paint job on those parts individually. No, maybe in one group on one video. That will be nice. That would be nice. That's my plan. If not, oh well, we'll create even more videos. For ending of this video, what else I wanted to show? Nah, nothing. You're fine. Go sleep now. Bye bye.